Hi, and welcome back. It is still Friday. We're doing a bonus stream. Well, not bonus. We just finished the game and we kept playing with the second game. So we are gonna get an ending in Virtue's last reward, because it was a long one last week, and it turns out it was even longer than I thought. So we are going to keep going with that today, and maybe we'll start a second ending on Wednesday, or we get a decent enough ending and we decide that we're done with the game. I did not quite finish my pizza because I accidentally nuked it a little too hard in the microwave, and it's super hot. And Swede Share is a bit emote reward thingy. So unfortunately, it's not available until 25k. I think. Hang on, let me pull it up. Here we go. Yes. No, yes. No, sorry, 10k. 10k bits. So not quite yet for you, Vinterbjörk. But we're gonna continue. It might turn blue, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I don't have any more emote slots. I need, let me look. How many more I need for emote slots. Where's that? Here. I need 25 subscriber points for emote slots. I'm a bit away. If I do get 25 subscriber points, I will move it to a normal emote. But I like all my emotes now. Mostly. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Now, let's get going, and I will probably mute and eat a slice of pizza, or piece of pizza. I cut it up. And, because I think we're in the middle of a cutscene. Or we're about to start a cutscene. Almost 10 hours and we're not done yet. Yes. Because we got both things for the safe, right? Yes. Here they are. Floor B graffiti. Perhaps it's an anagram. Hourglass. This one's kind of funny. Gentle points. Okay, this is weird. But I'm gonna mute to let you read this, and I'm gonna chew for a little bit. I'll be right back, and I'll switch in a little bit as well. I'm confused. When did we find the knife? Or is this the knife that Alice was killed with? Myrmidons. Or Snodimrim. No, it doesn't make sense. 150 millimeters. 30 millimeters, 3 millimeters. Okay. Okay. Oh god. I wish it didn't have the background because this is fucking with my eyes a little bit. Okay. And finally, this is interesting. I like this one. No more than one secret room or passage. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. I'm gonna steal this, just because it's funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me pause it again. So we have everything, and now we get to leave. Oh, come on. The lock for this door. It says locked. I'm gonna open it, okay? You ready? Yes, of course I am. Get on with it. Right. Here we go then. 3, 2, 1. I found it!
Wait.
Uh-huh.
I just realized something.
Okay. What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are.
Uh-huh.
What they were up to, if they were alive, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage.
Mm-hmm.
Are you following me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Okay. Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
Are you a hacker? You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Monitoring video data. Ash, you're back, right? Good. Just making sure. I just remembered something. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
Okay. Wait. What the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
By zero?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Which is probably why he deleted them. Hey, what's this?
You want to open it?
Yes?
It says Gollum status.
That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything here's been erased too.
Looks like it.
Okay. XMM1KU. GTF. I wonder if that stands for male and female. KMAED1. I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
Wait, is Golem on the list? There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. Golem is still active. I knew it. That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
He did. Yeah, but he said that what passes for Golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then, try that one that says cache. These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kay decked us. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. See?
Interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Good to hear. You might have missed a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah. You might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice! Great work, Sigma.
Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. We started going through the rest of the files. Security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right. They checked the golems, and then they found that the golem that exploded was still... It was only his body that exploded. He still had processes running on the server, or something. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tanioi, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone. Hey, are you alright? What's going on? What? Why is she talking like that? Really don't look so good. Really don't look so good. Your skin's all pale. Maybe you should sit down for a minute. She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What is going on here? I can't understand what she's saying. Come on, say something. Are you there? Your eyes are looking blank. And why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. What the hell is... Wait. Could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. I don't know. Maybe. So it just looks like everything is speeding up. Hey Sigma, what the heck is up with you? Look, there's a sofa over there. Why don't you lay down for a bit? I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. This might actually be the end. This might actually be a death. Oh, no, never mind. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again. And she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got it lost and found.
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
But yes, today is definitely side streams.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah? I think I must just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
For just a moment I thought of Radical 6. but I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
Yes. What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins. Anyway,
Don't be a douche,
I figured
though.
something out while you were resting.
It's been a while.
Come have a look at this.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
See you in a minute.
Up there on the right. That looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
Completely blurred out thing. No. No, it's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's K.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
No. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh. Someone's coming in. Luna. Is that Clover? Oh my god, Clover, what are you wearing? I haven't seen how tiny her outfit is because we haven't seen her full figure before. I'm more sure now than I was before that she's a stripper right now. Luna, is that Clover behind her? I don't remember if I read that or not. So.
Yeah. This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change.
I was only out for a few minutes, and you watched this and a few other videos in real time?
Here.
And timed them? Hey, you're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? Oh, no, you said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
I need to sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing.
Okay.
At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Theo? He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of this frame. What's he up to?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
So one of them killed Luna. One of them grabbed the knife. It might be the same person.
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
And whatever it was, it happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry. Is he carrying something in his left hand?
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. Oh. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelets. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Okay, fine sus. Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's stuff.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours 1 minute. Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. At 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 13 minutes, 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears out from the camera's field of vision. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 021, the remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... Honestly, it could be Kay. He could have been saying that he wasn't... He could have been lying about trying to resuscitate her. But I think she would have gotten up earlier. Clover, if they were arguing, I'm not sure Clover would have, Luna would have followed Clover straight away. So I honestly think it's Dio. I don't know if this matters to the rest of the story, but I'm gonna say Dio. True, Clover may have knocked her out. We don't know. We go with Dio.
What makes you so sure?
It was up to something in there.
And you think that something was killing Luna?
Yeah. Also, we didn't see Clover have the vaccination gun, whatever. And she didn't really have many places to hide it. He, however, did. He's fully dressed.
It's not a very strong argument.
Who do you think it is?
Right now, the most likely suspect is Clover.
Why? Luna could have still been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna, too.
That is true. This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty.
And what is that other thing?
What Dio said to us at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to go into the White Doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door. Do you understand?
Dio knew that we had Luna's bracelets, which would mean he also knew she was dead, right?
Exactly. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else. He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door.
That's kind of flimsy. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna?
But he said nothing. Almost as if he never expected her to be there in the first place. Now, why would he do that? I can think of 2 reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters, or he killed her himself. If the latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently.
I think he still would have tried to resuscitate her if he'd stumbled across her. I don't think he'd be that shitty. Because she was barely dead at that point, unless... Because she and Clover were only out of frame for a minute before Clover left again. So by the time Dio got there, she would barely have been dead. She might have been like convulsing already. And then he left, and 15 seconds after he entered the room and then left again, or maybe 20, I don't remember exactly. But he was only in the room for a super short time. And then Kay walks in and actually tries to resuscitate her, which I believe, more or less. So either way, whoever killed her had a really short window.
If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off of himself. Most likely, he would have asked about her absence.
Where's Luna? Sigma Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her.
Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna. Of course, this doesn't mean he's innocent of killing her. But it does make it seem a lot less likely. So, if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean?
It means that we still don't know. Now, when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Exactly. Clover also has a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yeah. The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman.
Yes, exactly.
Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth.
Why must these screens vibrate?
She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess.
Yeah, I just don't approve of the choice.
Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
I don't remember what year it is. I think it was the future then, but I think it might not be the future now. And you might be thinking of 2064, which takes place in not 2064, 2022, I think. I don't remember that either. When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Let's see what it says. Oh wait, this says 2028. Yeah, you're right. 2028. Somewhere between Christmas and New Year's. Because he was abducted on Christmas Eve? On December 20th. This is why I'm confused, because both this and 2064 take place like literally this week in time, but in the future. Because now it's the 18th, and this takes place like December 20 something-ish. It's December 18th in my lifetime. And this takes place in 20-something December, and And 2064 takes place also 20-something December, which is making me super confused. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to
I
tell
don't
us where
trust her.
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Sarah Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. Yes. I guess we're not gonna know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
So we are gonna fake vote for a dead person now? Right? Because we have Luna's bracelets. But only one party needs to vote. So we get +3 since she's not voting. No, wait. No, she's voting ally, so we can vote betray and get +3. Yes. Warehouse A. And that puts us at 9. No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Okay. Yeah. No, but one in every group of 3 has to vote. Not every group of 2. Let me grab it. Oh wait, I can't grab it now.
You search rooms 1 and 2.
Let's see here. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. One person out of each color group of 3 has to vote. So, if Phi and I vote, where was that? Yes. Yes, if the two of us... It's in here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. This one? Yes. Yes, we can. That's true. Or are we at 8?
I'll take 3 and 4.
Okay. Got it. Do I actually get to search now, or is this still gonna be a cutscene? Right, yes. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange, cold shell. Every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room. Yeah.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
No one alive. Same. Nobody in them. Except Alan and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah. You're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. Those were a lot of hard combinations in one sentence. Yes, absolutely. I've never actually gotten to search this room. What? Are they dead? They're dead. The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up my throat. The lead ball turned into ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. Well, she tried to claw out of her, she's got blood here and blood on her finger. So she tried to claw out of the cuffs. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Yes. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere.
The blood is from her bracelet. She was cuffed along her bracelet, so the blood is from the needle pricks. And then the bracelet fell off. But he was stabbed. He's got blood on his left side.
The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
Ow! There's a cut on Tanio's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
No, but he did get pricked by the needle. You can see that. Penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected.
Okay, so it was both the bracelets and she was clawing to get out.
The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
Pi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9BP too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma. Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Then how did the bracelet get back in? Yeah, we don't have a reflection in the mirror. Right, he's got 9 BP. But then we'd all be dead. Wait, so you're saying he escaped and came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
I'm not pessimistic, I'm realistic.
Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh?
Well, have you actually thought through anything before you started speaking?
You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Oh my god, you are... I don't like her anymore. Huh. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's
Ow.
enough! Quark is definitely alive.
No.
He has to be.
No.
He has to be.
No.
I refuse to believe he isn't.
Well, then you're naive.
Can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
Well, he got himself killed by leaving. I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. Grab the bracelets. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues
What kind of
to
clues?
who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killers saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
No, you shouldn't. Maybe they were actually careful. What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke, and began to gingerly examine her corpse. And after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Are we really examining the inner thigh of a dead girl? Yeah, it does.
I'm
not
sorry,
the
I'll
inner
have to
thigh.
move your leg a little bit.
Yes, inner thigh. It's written in blood. Oh, so that's why she has blood on her wrist. Or fingertip. It must be Tenmyoi's.
It says 016.
Or 910. Or 0 pounds. What does it what does that
Hang
mean?
on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with the soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who killed her.
Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AV room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. When would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have done it. Would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. Now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries. 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 I feel like my head's about to explode. Well, go vote and then you can get out of there, because I'm pretty sure everyone will have 9 if you just fucking vote. Please, Fi. Give me something. Anything. A clue, a hint. Come on, you've got to have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay. But how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
To find blood? So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint.
So?
So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room! Fi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. So here's what bugs me. I wish I could go and solve the second puzzle and get all the gold files for every room. Don't understand why we're not doing that. We have the time right now. Yes. It gets very linear on and off. Oh, I never noticed that bunny before. But there's a whole bunch. No, but what? God damn it. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but Species B doesn't. Horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of Species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated, and only Species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from Species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. But he can't leave because he doesn't have bracelets. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There's no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Well, they couldn't do it to each other. And how does that armor not protect him from that? Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB games, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. Except for when I was passed out on the couch, but I'm conveniently forgetting that right now. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Few minutes. You have no idea of how long that was. Could she have snuck out then? If she went through all the video files while I was sleeping, even if she ran them at 4 times speed, I was out more than a few minutes. Because that first file was, what? At least 20 minutes. So even if she watched it at full speed, which we know she didn't because she timed it. Yes. The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from each other. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? Thank you. No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded. Probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah. 2 things, actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
the knife. There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I'd guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Oh. So basically a brainwashed person? Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
Right. I forgot that she's voiced for a moment there. I know that. What I mean is, why did he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things.
Can you stop being such a fucking bitch?
There was the knife and... this.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yes.
And now Dio's got it.
Uh-huh.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Oh my god, are we opening Kay's armor?
Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it. That's what he meant with the back of it. That's what Gollum was trying to say. Because we found the key
You
in
remember
that
this, right?
Yes. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, I shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something.
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
Probably. So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
Well, there were like 7 of them in the cupboard behind you. That's the one Tenmyoi had.
Yeah.
No. Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to this
We
thing?
don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
There's still like a million bottles in the cupboard. Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look. Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here.
But it could also be the blood from the needle punctures. Oh no, wait. He died.
I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though.
He died before, so the bracelet didn't actually...
See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyo.
Right.
I just want to check something. Oh, shit. Yeah, they really faked us out. This stopped here. We've got some ways to go. I do.
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyo had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it? Yeah. I appreciate the warning.
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
all of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
It's still over once we go vote.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
What? Quark is alive.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened the gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse.
Well, they would have had cards. I just realized they didn't have star cards. So Quark must have found them and stolen the cards.
Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. See, there were still like 8 bottles in that cupboard. I don't understand why they need to have this long-ass cutscene every time. Unless it's like prepping a loading screen, but I don't feel like it is because it's all fucking cutscenes. Damn it. There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
He must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all, then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot.
You're being an idiot.
It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Oh. Alright, let's go find
Any
him.
ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
The security room? Do you know something I don't? Why don't we go vote and get that over with first? The room D and K investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. So, they didn't have the cutscene going back. Director's office?
Probably belongs to the director.
You don't say. I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
You don't follow what? Ah. Yeah, I think the director's office is the director's office. Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Sierra Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
You don't need to... Keep reminding me that I don't need to ask. H-E-L... Any computer.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Eating a sun. It's
A
Biden.
sun?
It has a couple input fields for a user ID and a
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
Is she gonna hack it again like,
Yeah, just as I thought.
Lotus? Are you trying to say hell as in, the underworld? Because that is... Oh, sorry, I typed it. I made a typing error. There. I'm just, you know, correcting you. But yes, you were close. Welcome is a little differently spelled than välkommen, but very close.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Sure. I turned and headed off towards the bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then, maybe. Memento mori. Remember death. Memento mori. Remember death. That does not look like the same death as he actually had. He's no longer pinned to the wall. Also, wasn't this in the cutscene that happened when I wasn't pushing play? Memento mori. Remember death. Memento mori. Remember. Yeah, exactly. No? Let me try this again. Oh. Oh, it's 9 left lion anyway. It's no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. To be continued. What? What? Oh, it's saving. It's probably gonna turn blue. Yes, it's blue. Okay, okay. I thought it was wanting me to go back to an old save. No, let's I appreciate asking. Let's just see what happens, and maybe I'll ask you again in like a minute or two. What the hell was that, like, space station in the middle of nowhere? Huh. Ah. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Damn it. Feels like my head's gonna explode. Wait. Where the hell am I? What? Oh. Oh, I got in... What? Oh, fuck you, game. They kicked me out. Oh, thank God. Yes, I wish to jump. Game. Oh, that's good because I still have a few replays left. Huh.
There's no one here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we probably... Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Might as well forget about this thing for now.
Lunar eclipse. Lion eats the sun. What's the 9th planet? We're planet 3. And now there isn't one. Okay. And Latin for lion is Leo. And 9th. Okay, let's keep going through them. No, 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 no. And that's all we have. Okay, this. No. Okay, let's go through them all. I'm just... Yeah, welcome to my kingdom. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. Yes, golem type male. So GTF means female boss. Wait, wait, what? This one? Yes. Yes. But I tried Ninth Lion Eats the Sun. So erase the E. And it's still too long. And that, I don't think that's gonna be it. And there's nothing in help.
We can't get anywhere. Let's see if we can find this is the direct, shall we?
Okay, what's Latin for life? Viva, right? Or V? No, V is truth. Yes. It doesn't fit. But we'll try. I think it's supposed to be something that's long enough. Okay, well, let's try this again. If the 9 I think so. Clockwork, are you still here? Super light spoilers, go for it. Because at this point, I'm just frustrated with the game. So is it an anagram and we need to remove an E or all E's? Okay, if the lion ate the sun, it doesn't fit. Okay, so you're saying I'm not at a point where I can actually do this ending? Okay. Okay, so okay, well there's no point in saving because I just saved. So where do we go? Is the question. If I take this path, maybe it'll also elongate and lead back to the question mark right below where I'm at right now, like this question mark. There'll be two parallel paths, and they meet back up here. So this here is when we voted to ally, even though Luna was dead, right? I'm not sure. Ugh, I get so frustrated. But to just completely cock block me from an ending, it's kind of shitty. Like just kicking me out? Okay, we'll go back here. Yeah, round 2 ally. So if I choose to betray here, I get a different path. And then I maybe don't get the security room here. Okay, let's go back here. Yes, sure. And we'll just see what happens. Okay?
$30 remain.
Okay, Luna isn't dead yet.
Sigma's going to be tonight.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Worst
5,
case, I hate this ending, and then I can
3,
make a new save and go
2,
back.
1.
Will you let me fucking vote? Sorry.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I wonder if she still chose.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Ow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Luna. But it didn't change anything. Oh, Alice was dead. I was in a team with Alice, right?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I'm sorry, Luna. I tried
Please
to
check
save
your
you.
bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Sigma, why? You promised.
I'm sorry.
How could you?
Because you die. Okay? I choose ally and you died?
Why won't you say something?
Because I'm confused because I just traveled back in time.
At least give me an excuse. Say you wanted to protect everybody, or you slipped and hit the wrong button. Anything. I don't care if it's a lie. Just say something.
Not yet. But I will be by the end of this.
I can't trust you anymore, can I? I see. All right then. You did it so that you could get more points, right?
I wanted to say no, but I couldn't. She was right. I shut my eyes and turned away.
I trusted you. Goodbye.
Luna's face twisted as she spun away, but not before I saw tears glistening in the corner of her eyes. My heart sank into my stomach like a lump of lead. I'd lost something very precious. Like they say, trust takes years to build, but only a second to break. Only I could have taken that second back, but that was impossible. Life only moves in one direction, and you only get to make your choices once. Past is the past, and it stays there.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey! Wait!
Clover yelled after him, but Tenmyogi ignored her and continued towards the magenta door. She glared at his receding back and muttered something under her breath. Something must have happened between them.
Tenmyoji, you're going to go look for Quark, right?
Yeah. So?
I want to help.
No thanks.
Really?
Much as I'd like to say that, I need all the help I can get. Think you can give me a hand?
Of course. Let's go.
They headed off through the magenta door together. Clover was left standing by herself, brows furrowed and head down, deep in thought. And suddenly she stood up straight and took off through the cyan door. I turned and saw that only Phi and Kay were left. Where's Dio?
He went off toward the yellow door while you and Luna were talking.
He just walked out?
Yes. He did check the results before he left.
I bet he wasn't very happy. If Phi had chosen Betray, he'd be sitting pretty with 9 BP right now.
I imagine he would. Fortunately, Phi is much too clever for that. That was why I chose Ally. It was an easy decision.
But if you'd betrayed her, then you'd have been able to get out of here.
But I made a promise to Phi.
Promise, huh? Were you really sure Kay wouldn't betray you?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot. I didn't really have a choice, though. The only option was to trust him.
That's
Yeah.
so.
Don't you think that's important? Trusting someone, I mean.
That's kind of pointed in this discussion now.
All right. We should go and look for Quark, too.
Indeed. Best we split up, wouldn't you say?
We did say, and each of us left for a different area of the facility. I took the magenta door. Phi went to the yellow door, and Kay took the cyan door. And this is where she comes in. No, this is where he comes in. No? Because this is when Luna dies. No matter how hard I looked, Quark was nowhere to be found. Eventually, I decided to head back to the warehouse. Oh! Tenmyoi. What's going on? You found Quark?
Wouldn't be here if I hadn't.
Where was he?
Like I'm gonna tell you that.
But what? Did I do something
You
wrong?
broke your promise to Luna. I don't like people who break promises.
Says the man who broke a promise to Clover. There's no rebuttal for that. Well, I'm glad you found him.
Ha! Oh, you got some balls saying that, acting like you give a shit about him.
Is he okay? He looks tired.
He's just sleeping. Seems somebody shot him up with some kind of anesthetic.
Someone? Who?
Hell if I know. And honestly, I don't really care anymore.
Why not?
Quark's safe. Now, all I have to do is get him out of here. This'll all be over.
Wait. You make it sound like you can get out right now.
I can. Well, he can.
How?
Didn't you see the results? Quark's BP is...
Fine.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have him pull the lever and open the number 9.
Yeah. Of course, he's gonna need my help to do that.
But what about you? You've only got 4 BP. Even if you can get the door open, you'll...
3! Now, maybe some of you are thinking. You're thinking, oh, if my BP is too low, then I'll just have someone with enough BP open the door. And I'll just slip through when it's open. But that's not gonna happen. If you think you can be sneaky, well...
Think I don't know that? Doesn't matter, though. So long as Quark is safe, then I...
My guard was down. Ow! I barely even saw him move. It wasn't until pain exploded in my stomach that I realized Tenmyoi had kicked me. Oh. I let out a strange sort of wheeze and collapsed to the floor. Blinking against the pain, I managed to find Tenmyoi again. He maneuvered Quark up to the number 9 door. Oh. Stop, Tenmyoi. Moving made me retch, and before I could recover and call out again, he'd done it. Tenmyoi's hand pressed Quark's against the lever. He looked back at me over his shoulder. Yes!
Sorry. Door's almost open, so it's time I was on my way.
No, don't be an idiot. If you go through there, you'll...
Believe me, I know. But I gotta stay with him as long as I can. Couldn't live with myself if I just tossed him out there unconscious, you know?
Then stay here.
Can't do that.
Why not?
There's a killer here. It's too dangerous. I can't take that risk with Quark's life.
Well, you're killing the rest of us.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
See ya.
Tenmyoi, wait. Don't do this. Tenmyoi. Yes, only Quarks matter.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
That was how it ended. Had Tenmui died? Had Quark escaped? I didn't know. I laid my hand gently against my aching stomach and stared up at the ceiling. Faint approaching footsteps echoed through the warehouse. One of them was a killer. Whatever. It didn't matter anymore. I was never going to see the outside world again. Perhaps it would be better if I just let them kill me. I lay back and closed my eyes. So that's a bad ending. Game over. The ending is called... let's put it in 3. Yes. 2 trophies. Oh, and it's blue. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Here we go. Hi. Huh? And death. Okay, so this isn't an actual ending. This is just a fake ending. So I need to go back further to get a named ending. Gotcha. Well, I guess we're gonna do that on Wednesday. Because it's been almost 4 hours now. And, yeah. So we are going to continue from somewhere along here on Wednesday. I can't continue from here because we got kinda soft locked, I guess. I can't... I did finish this, I should say. I need to go back to the vote here, I guess. Or... oh, here I need to pick a colored door. And here I guess that's vote? I'm not sure. I mean, I could go back to wherever, except here. I just don't want to have to replay the whole fucking thing. But we'll discuss that on Wednesday when I start. So if you want to help impact the game, come here on Wednesday and I will have something figured out. But now, I'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday for more 2064 read-only memories. And then Wednesday for this. Even though it's Christmas, or basically Christmas. And Friday... I don't know what we're doing Friday. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, again, have a good weekend, and I hope to see you again on Monday. Bye!